Give property owners a new way to hold local governments accountable for so-called public nuisances in their communities. WSV's Jillian Coles joins us now with how that new law works, and the question is, what does it mean for Savannah?
Andrew, supporters say the law is meant to push cities to better address issues like encampments, panhandling, and vandalism, while critics worry it could lead to more legal battles for local governments.
All right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Ruach. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, and peace and love to the Lord's hopeful elect. Just a quick one, man, just keeping our eyes open, staying circumspect, because 'tis the season to be circumspect, man. So just a bunch of jargon that I believe through the Spirit is ultimately a precursor for the persecution of the prophets and the rest of the saints of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. So it says New Georgia law allows property owners to sue for nuisance control. Now the brothers have a GMS camp in Savannah, all throughout Georgia, and I do remember the brothers speaking about when they were outside one of the establishment prophesying in the name of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah. Of course, had the female, the owner of one of the shops had an issue with the Akim. The Akim moving with wisdom. Moved to another spot. Long story short, her business ended up closing down. Call her Yahweh Bahashim Awashah. But the main point is we're a nuisance, all right, unto these people. It's really, they're using the word encampments, trying to like make it seem like they're talking about the homeless folk. Come on, man. Y'all already said that it's damn near illegal to be homeless. So who you think they're truly talking about is a nuisance that's in front of these establishments, etc., etc. And ultimately is going to the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Shah, and ultimately going into the famine of the word, man, the persecution, and ultimately the second coming of Malak Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. So when we hear these things, we're watchmen. Hey, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices.
If you have those policies that say you can't do those things, but then local government is refusing to enforce the law around those things, it necessarily devalues the community.
State Representative Jesse Petrie, who co-sponsored House Bill 295, says constituents of his often call saying their businesses are losing property value and potential customers because people feel unsafe due to nearby panhandling or encampments on their property. Bill will now give those property owners the chance to sue local government if they feel laws are not being enforced strongly enough.
And I hope this bill, to your good question, encourages local governments to do better, but not to simply ignore a problem by letting a subset of people violate the rights of the balance of the population in their community, and to devalue their property.
Some are concerned about how the law could potentially impact those experiencing homelessness. When Savannah Mayor Van Johnson was asked about the issue, he said, while businesses may not always like it, public spaces are for everyone.
We can't be the hostess city of the South and talk about hospitality, and then we don't show hospitality to people who are here every day. You know, that's not who Savannah is, and that's not what Savannah is going to be. We're just not. If they're not creating a public nuisance.
And again, that's the part I wanted to get to. If they're not creating a public nuisance, which we are in spiritually, you know, people don't have to, you know, we're not out there with megaphones and shit like that. But when they do it, and they've done it for years, man. It's always been some dude on the corner with a Jeeba sign, the world is ending, man. And they've been in movies and shit like that. It never was a big issue, now was it? But since we're telling the truth, and it's vexing their spirit because, hey, they know the scripts speak about us having a more sure word of prophecy, right? The things that we're saying, the mark of the beast, hey, Babylon the Great is going down. You Edomites are going into captivity. It's coming to fruition. It's actually, they can feel it, they can see it. Why? Because they've been at ease. The Edomites have been at ease for the most part. And they see the way we look at the world different, how Edomite look at it. See, we actually had the spirit of the actual Israelites in us, upon us. All right. So we look at it, the world, we see it differently through our Israelite lenses, man. All right. Edomite, they really was trusting in this place. The Lord, not their God. So they can call it God, Jeebus, all they effing want, man. The Lord is not with them. So they truly don't have no faith in any goddamn thing, man. All right. That's why they're bucking up. That's why they're complaining. They're complaining about us. They're complaining about their own people, which it eventually is going to cause complete chaos in the streets. This is Matthew 24:9, straight to the point. Then shall they deliver. So, hey, this is the signs of Malak Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, second coming. For then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations. Why? For my name's sake. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. That's why. So that's going into the persecution. When you hear us saying these things, hey, persecution is coming. Prepare your mind. Hey, it's coming. Know what you're a part of. Well, this is it. They don't like the truth, man, because it's a harsh reality. See, it was all fine and dandy when it was God and Jebus being teach, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it was all love and you could do what you want. But now that we're saying, hey, our power rule with a rod of iron, they're freaking the hell out. 2 Timothy 3:12. Yea, and all that will live godly in Hamashiach Yahweh Shah shall suffer persecution. There is again. So, you know, the Bible gets repetitive. All scripture was given by inspiration of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. And, you know, the things that are repetitive, probably repetitive for a reason, man. So, again, this is another precept of the ones that fear the Lord, doing the right thing, you know, to the best of their ability, are going to be persecuted. Prepare your mind. Sup with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Call upon him, and he's going to build you up to be able to go through it and sacrifice whatever it is. But just meditate on it, man. Meditate on finishing the mission. Meditate on the reward, and that'll get you through it. The hell with this place. The Lord told us to count it as dung. This is Matthew 5:10. Again, another precept concerning the persecution. Blessed are they which are persecuted. Why? For righteousness' sake. Not you know what I mean? For righteousness' sake. For the name Yahweh Shema Yahweh Shah. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven. That's part of that reward, man. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you. And that's what's getting ready to happen. That's happening now. They hate the prophets. And we see that day by day. And persecute you and shall say all manner of evil. Look at that dude, so-called Brother Polite. What the type of evil that he was speaking against the brothers of Great Millstone. Now look at him. The actual shit that he was claiming, bearing false witness against the brothers of Great Millstone, he actually did that, and he's actually in prison right now. Call halal Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. So prepare. That's all I can tell you through the Spirit, man. And let's go to Daniel. So concerning those people who own those stores and things that some of the prophets be in front of, man. This is why we say, trust in Yahweh Shema Shah. This is Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High. And that's going into the persecution as well. And shall wear out the saints of the Most High. Scripts speak about wisdom driving oppression, driving a wise man mad. And we're aware that we're oppressed. And shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws. And we've come to different times here on the earth with different laws. So if they want to, they'll just, get to a point where this whole United States is exhibiting draconian-like laws, draconian-like measures. The scripts speak about a man shall desire to go into a city and not be able. They'll make a law, all right? When the pestilence come, they'll make a law, all right? Commandments and shit like that, rules, regulation. It's all about changing times and laws to fulfill prophecy. So just stay circumspect, because it's going to get ugly before it gets pretty and beautiful. So we got to go through that straight gate. But hey, the Lord has got a fiery spirit upon his men. And we're watching these things, man, and we're praying to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah to be worthy to escape all these things that shall come upon the earth. Hey, the Lord is going to get down with that strong hand of deliverance, man. He did it before. He's done it plenty of times to the ones that called upon him, all right? The ones that feared him first and foremost, man, all right? And the Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah will be with you, man. So with that, shalom.